afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to continue our second day in CEO clubs in Egypt. We are going to interview a lot of businessmen and CEOs, so watch us.
Mohammed, thank you. So it's amazing to hear you speak, and it's great to have you. I know that you don't like to appear too much. You're always busy doing what you're supposed to be doing, but it's also very reaffirming to have you here with us representing such a great group of Egyptian businessmen and women. I do believe, and you know I always tell you this, that it has to be the Egyptian Business Association, not the Egyptian Businessmen's Association. We should send the right message globally. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the CEO clubs, we talk about CEOs, chief executive officers, leaders in their own respective fields, each and every one of them. And we talk about the lifestyle of CEOs as well, the traveling, the hustle and the bustle, the stress that comes with being a leader. And we always try to find our place and a home anywhere that we go. And we have found our home here in Kaminsky Royal Museum Plaza, and Palace, and we have been extremely happy with our relationship with this fantastic organization, this global organization that really knows how to treat chief executive officers. So when we were given the choice of where we would hold our global meeting and our launch event, we found no better place than this venue and this location. But it's not only about a property, and it's not only about a brand name. It is about the people behind it, the people that make it happen. People like Sharif Osman, people like Imam Yasaki, and most of all, people like their fantastic new general manager, Mr. Gerhard Mitrovic, who only brings to Egypt completely different energy in hospitality, but also brings to Egypt an experience that we need when we cater for our Asian partners. His experience in China, in Russia, and other places around the world has given us the inspiration, because there's nothing better than to have a group of Chinese CEOs come in and find the general manager who is also speaking to them in their native language of Chinese. Gerhard, from my heart, I thank you, and I would like you to address this fantastic crowd and tell us more about this great location. Not only is Gerhard the GM of Kaminsky, but he is also now a member of our inner circle with CEOs clubs. And yesterday, I think we should have initiated him as the official spokesman of the CEO clubs Egypt. And it's been such an incredible pleasure being here, and thank you for hosting us. And please allow me to invite you to the stage.
Good evening, Nasal here. He has stolen my speech. He said where I lived and worked, what I'm doing, so I have nothing left. So thank you very much, Masalam. No, actually, I'm very pleased to be here and see such a elitaire group of people. And yesterday I learned a lot about the CEO Club. And Dr. Mancuso said, there is the YPO, the Young Presidents Organization of the World, and they have an age limit. So, Doctor, I could not be a member there either. So I'm very happy to be a member of the CEO Club now. Now, coming myself from a multi-international organization, Kaminsky, we have 74 hotels operated worldwide now. And yes, I just come from China. I was in Russia before, in Indonesia, and with some other hotel organizations. I lived in New York, in Taiwan, in Saudi, and in Egypt. And in Egypt, I opened a hotel 29 years ago in the city center. I'm not mentioning the name, otherwise you would know it's the Semiramis Intercontinental. I'm not saying it. And what defined luxury then, this is what we try to do now with the Royal Maxim Kaminsky, a real palace, and that's what we try to define now. New luxury to Cairo. I hope you can manage. We will try very hard, I promise. Now we're looking forward to a strong establishment of this organization. I'm not concerned with Ashraf being the initiator and Nancy. I don't know where she is. She's everywhere. So they are very strong partners and initiators of this club, and that should bring new value to Egypt. Being investors, having an image created, if only everyone here from international countries is posting it and promoting it in their own countries, we have covered 3/4 of the world. So let's do this. And I can only encourage everybody to pull together and make this a great association. That's all. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening.
Thank you very much, Gerhard. It was an inspiration. By the way, Gerhard and I, we conspired together. We thought we'd do the event outside so that everybody would get really hot and we'd all move to the pool and watch the belly dancer. So I just wanted to share that word. Ladies and gentlemen, again, as I started talking about our founder, our inspiration, Mr. Joseph Mancuso, it's not just about one person. What we have here in Egypt today is the International Board of the Global CEO Clubs. What is interesting is these partnerships that are built over the years are just absolutely fantastic. They have a tremendous amount of value as you move along. So, as Joseph always tells us a story of how he met his first partner, Mr. J.P. Lee from China. And Mr. J.P. Lee heads not only just the China chapter, but a lot of chapters in China as well. And they've been friends for about 15 years, I'm sorry. Joe started 40 years ago. So what I would like to do is to share with you a little bit of their experiences and who they are and what they've done. It's not just CEO Club founders, but also CEO Club inspirers, influencers, as Maria always says. So if I can kindly ask Mr. Joe Mancuso to the stage, Mr. Jake Lee to the stage, and I will spend some time with them just trying to get out of them as many stories as I possibly can with the limited time that we have. Mr. Mancuso.
Photo.
Mr. Joseph Mancuso, founder of the CEO Clubs, inspiration to 33,000 members around the world. And what is amazing about this man is every chapter, every country, he lets us do anything and everything that we want to do to make our chapter successful. To the extent that today we have this international board that we're putting together under his leadership, so we can make CEO Clubs an even bigger organization, ready for expansion, ready for growth around the world. So I give my special thanks to Joe Mancuso and JP for all the inspiration that they've given Mr. Joseph Mancuso. Mike is yours.
Thank you, thank you. I'm really excited to be here. My second trip. I especially enjoyed the opportunity last trip. I brought my wife, my daughter, and we saw the country. And I said, this is a good place for a CEO. So I give you just a 2-minute story of how the club goes. Then I give you the good news. First, I give you the story. 1977, 40 years ago, I had the idea to make the CEO clubs for making money, having fun, and learning. And I started the first 20 years in the United States. I live in New York City, so I naturally go to New York, Boston, Washington, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Dallas, everywhere in the United States. I don't, at the time, have the ambition to go outside the country. In the United States, I've never been to Seattle. I've never been to Denver for CEO Club. So if I just do the United States, I will be plenty of business. In the year 2000, 1999, J.P. Lee came to a CEO Club in America and said, come to China. It's a great country. You will love it. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, no, China's too far. I want to stay right here. I don't want to go to China. The next night, J.P. Lee sits next to my wife. And he says, how would you like to go to China? And if you come, I give you credit card, I give you taxi, I give you first class tickets, blah. She says, yes, I'd like to go to China. So in the year 2000, I went for the first time to meet J.P. Lee. And then I jumped the story to say, now we have America, every CEO I know, J.P. Lee and I have 10 cities in China. And then I figure we have America, China, we need India. And then we have 80% of the population of the world. We don't need anybody else, just China, India, and the United States. And Hari is here, and Hari has India. But in the last 10 years, our idea is now we should open in the Middle East, Africa. And so Ashraf really is the first Africa. And I only wish I started early, when I was 25, not when I was 50, too late. But I will not take much time because I have good news. One of my dear friends, one of the real members of the CEO Club, a woman, has her own business and travels often with us. And I've known 10, 20 years. She knows my story better than me, Maria Diaz. She's sitting here. She will tell you all about the club because she's a member and she has a business and she takes care of Australia. So that is a brief introduction, 2 to 5 minutes, but you know, I have had such a good time, 4 or 5 days here. We will be back. We are already arranged. Koreans are coming.
And now we have Mr. Faisal Taki Khan from Pak Taki Group. Hello, Mr. Faisal.
How are you? I'm fine, I'm good.
First of all, we know that it's the first year for CO clubs to be launched in Egypt. So I want you to tell me what's the main aim behind establishing it in Egypt?
Well, it's a wonderful idea to make this because by this way, like Egyptian businessmen with international businessmen can explore more business together and bring more chances to make more investment in Egypt. So I think it's a wonderful idea to bring CO Club conference here, and I appreciate the effort from the organizers and the CO Club here.
So you think that the relationship or the networking between the CEOs and the businessmen could affect positively in the Egyptian economy?
Definitely, definitely. It will boost the investment here, and by this way you can explore more business between the Egypt and the other countries. Yes.
So shifting to the investments, how do you see the investments in Egypt?
Well, actually, I'm from textile. So from my point of view, like in textile, Egypt is a wonderful country. What we are like, a lot of foreign investments are enjoying a very good working here. Even they are enjoying the quiz, even they are enjoying the COMISA and other EU agreements with what Egypt is. Even the free trade agreement, FTA with Turkey. That's why Turkish investment here. Pakistani investment we have in Manufaya, we have in Alexandria, we have in Ismailia. So I strongly believe that Egypt is a wonderful country for investment, and people should come here and invest. And it's a very good country.
So that's wonderful. There is Pakistan investments in Egypt. That's very wonderful.
Yes, 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 we have investment in Alexandria, and people are enjoying good business there. We have a investment in Manufacture, and people are making garments and exporting to Europe and America. And they are very happy from the Egyptian laborers and Egyptian working here. And I hope that inshallah the investment with Pakistan in Egypt, it will grow, and we have more investment in the future.
Inshallah. So finally, I want to ask you, are there any recommendations or results that we could come up with in this conference, as it's the last day for the conference?
From this conference, or like, well, you know, like it's just a start. In March they just started, and now it's like it will bring the result, but it will take some time. Maybe a year, maybe a couple of years like that. But sooner or later the result is coming, inshallah.
Meeting you today, Mr. Faisal. Thank you so much.
وبيشرفنا الأستاذ محمود برعي عضو مجلس إدارة مستثمري 6 أكتوبر. أهلا بيك.
اهلا بحضرتك.
أول حاجة عايزة أخد رأيك فيها المؤتمر طبعا.
المؤتمر هي خطوة جديدة بتأكد الريادة برضك لمصر ان احنا اي حد بيجي يطلع على المناخ الاستثماري والاقتصادي عندنا بيحب ان هو يعمل اضافة ليه بتواجده في مصر. ده من الاساسيات اللي موجودة في المؤتمر ده. الجزئية الثانية ان في الجانب الصيني من اعضاء النادي تم الاتفاق معاهم على انهم يجيبوا مصانع من الصين في كل المجالات الصناعية عندنا، بحيث ان هم يقدروا يضيفوا للتكنولوجي اللي عندنا وللاسواق اللي عندنا، وبالاخص ان مصر بتتمتع باتفاقيات تبادل تجاري ما بينها وما بين دول كتير بيتعدى تعدادها 1.7 مليار نسمة. فهو يقدر يستفيد بده ان احنا مفيش جمارك ما بيننا وما بين الدول دي، وملناش كوتا زي الصين. الصين مثلا في امريكا ليها ماكسيمم 10 مليار، ليها ماكسيمم 5 مليار، لكن مصر ملهاش ماكسيمم في التصدير بتاعها. فيقدر هو يستفيد من الاتفاقيات اللي مصر ابرمتها مع زي الكوميسا والافتا والجفتا والميديترينيان وهكذا.
تمام. حضرتك قبل اللقاء كنا احنا بنتكلم وقلت لي ان عملت في خلال الفعاليات بتاعت مؤتمر سي او كلاب امبارح والنهارده عملت اتفاقيات.
بالفعل تم بعض الاتفاقيات، هي تعتبر خطاب نوايا كله لحين بدء الفعاليات بتاعتها. هي حجمها في حدود 6 مليار، لكن لغاية النهاردة واحنا قاعدين مع بعض ما تمش غير التوقيع عليها بالأحرف الأولى لحين ما تبدأ تتم وتستكمل جوانبها كلها.
احب اعرف رأي حضرتك في القطاع العقارات في مصر حاليا.
هو يمكن بيسودوا بعض الركود، لكن هيبدأ ينهض بالأخص مع التطور اللي بيحصل في الطرق وفي الانفراستراكشر كبنية تحتية لمصر. كل الكلام ده هيبدأ يعلي العقارات، واحنا مصر هنا بنزيد حوالي من 2 إلى 3 مليون نسمة كل سنة. فاحنا العقارات هتفضل طول عمرها مطلوبة، وهي تعتبر من الاستثمارات الجيدة، لأن معدل ارتفاع الأسعار فيها شبه يصل إلى ضعف معدل التضخم اللي موجود في البلد. ففي الحالة دي العمل في العقارات أو التجارة في العقارات أو المباني أو ما شابه ذلك، كل ده بيدي فرصة جيدة جدا في المستقبل إن ينهض القطاع ده، وهو القاطرة اللي بتجر وراها كل الصناعة. يعني نهضة الصناعة مش هتيجي إلا بنهضة العقارات.
شايف ان احنا نقدر نقول ان قطاع العقارات هو من اهم القطاعات واللي دايما مستمر زي ما حضرتك قلت. شايف ان في عواقب بتقابله؟
هو بس الأول هو مش من أهم القطاعات، هو أهم القطاعات. يعني بس هو ده حاجة بسيطة، لكن العواقب اللي بتواجهه دلوقتي يمكن ارتفاع الأسعار بتاعة الخامات، لكن كل ده برضك الدولة بتواجهه بأن هي بدأت أن تشوف محدود الدخل، أن هي توفر لهم السكن المناسب ليهم، وبتاخد الفرق ده من أسعار الأراضي اللي بتتباع للكامباوند وللفلل وللقصور وللمناطق الساحلية وهكذا.
شايف ان المؤتمر هيجيب نتيجة وتنمية كمان قد ايه؟
احنا مصر ماشيه بخطوات ثابته. النتيجه ممكن تحس بيها في خلال 6 اشهر، بس هو الموضوع مش موضوع المؤتمر لوحده. انت عندك مشروعات ضخمه كتير بدات بالفعل، محطات الكهرباء اللي اشتغلت، الطرق اللي اشتغلت، تنميه قناه السويس، ازدواج قناه السويس مع اكتشاف الغاز. كل الكلام ده هيعمل تنميه في مصر، وده اللي مخوف باقي دول العالم من صعود مصر مش نمر اقتصادي بقى، كأسد اقتصادي بإذن الله في القريب العاجل.
اكيد ان شاء الله قريب. انا بشكر حضرتك جدا.
شكرا جزيلا يا فندم.
It's always great to find somebody that is not Australian that actually lives in Australia. But you're originally from Dallas, and you've got the best of both worlds, or in control of both worlds. Again, very inspirational character. It's been a pleasure having you here. We're going to be there for the launch of the Australia chapter in January. We'll support you as much as we possibly can, as you have supported us here. Please tell our members more about you and more about the chapter in Australia.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been an absolute wonderful experience here. I've had the opportunity to trip around Egypt, and I have to say I've met some of the most amazing people since I've been here, and I'm going to continue my journey for the next couple of days, exploring some of not just other business owners here, but some of the terrific sights to see. But to tell you a little bit about myself, my name is Marie Diaz. I own a company called Pursuit of Excellence in Dallas, Texas. We have a little over 500 employees worldwide. I'm a firm believer, build your business where you want to travel to. So that is actually how I got to Australia. I own the CEO Clubs Australia. Love to be there and enjoy all the things that Australia has to offer. So just a great delight. Dr. Jovan Huso, I can't say how much I not just adore what the mission and vision that he has created for entrepreneurship, but one of my life missions was to really capture and help grow other entrepreneurs. So with his vision and mission of starting CEO Clubs, not just on a national United States level, but international, it was very inspiring and very easy for me to be part of it. And so I just want to thank him for all the things that he's done for not just all the CEO Clubs in the United States, but opening the opportunity to just spend so much time with people like Jose, and just, I've had a chance to spend so much time with all these people on stage, and some people from Korea, and I could go on and on. But again, I won't take any more time, but thank you so much for having me. I look forward to coming back.
We're in the learning and development business, so we're always interested in developing the talent around us, and our motto is to transfer the knowledge to others. And where is it a better place than the CEO Clubs, actually? Because all leadership needs progression, needs development. You cannot stay where you are. The world is moving fast. We're a global market. The world is flat. So it's always good to learn and share what you've learned. And the CEO Clubs provides this opportunity to share our experiences together and learn from each other. In addition to creating new opportunities, the whole region is passing through turmoil, economy is not doing good, and Mr. Muhammad Yusuf was saying earlier that we need to have some crisis management, but I believe we need to move, the CEOs need to move from crisis management to risk management, which means we have to anticipate the problem that's going to happen and be ready for certain alternatives. So of course we champion the crisis to manage it, but we even need to have more risk management as well. I could go on forever tonight if you want. Lebanon has already soft launched, and we have several members from the top industries. We have the real estate industry, and we're famous for our hospitality. So you're always welcome to Lebanon to enjoy our hospitality services. And we're on the move for the official launching early next year, inshallah. And thank you for your presence, and once again, congratulations for the official launching for the Egypt chapter. And I'm sure you'll enjoy the experience of being members of the CEO clubs, of course, with the leadership of Ashraf. Thank you.
Like I said, Jose, I'm not supporting Spain unless it's in Ibiza, right? And it's got to be by the beach. The launches have to. We've got to do it the Spanish way. Ladies and gentlemen, again, a fantastic person, a fantastic character, which will bring so much to the CEO clubs, especially in the experience of Europe. We've got Greece, we've got Romania in Europe, but now Spain is ready to open up. And what's interesting when I first spoke to Jose, you know, we're a lot of the countries that we're talking about, Lebanon, Australia, countries in Southeast Asia, we're always talking about, you know, we need this, but when we look at the Europeans, we kind of think that within the confinement of the European Union, they're doing well. But obviously, even Europe, with the exit of Britain from the European Union, needs to look towards new markets, needs to look towards expansion to more emerging economies. And I think Jose's main direction, main objective in having the CEO clubs in Spain is to really engage a global community, not a European community. Mr. Jose Perez, thank you very much for being with us. And if you can please also address the crowd and tell them more about your ambitions in the Spain chapter.
Thank you very much, Ashraf. We'll do Ibiza, okay? Don't worry, okay. Buenas noches a todos. Good night, everyone. I'm very glad to be here today again. I would like to congratulate Ashraf and Nancy for this beautiful event, and just want to tell you a little bit about me. Is just been doing service business in Spain for 18 years, and well, one day Mr. Dr. Marcuse proposed me to launch CEO clubs in Spain, and I thought that it was a great opportunity. Now, well, we are working on it. Right now, Spain is in a standby political situation, and we are in standby also. So we don't have our club launch already, but we do next year. Okay. So I believe, as you said, as Arvad said, most of our CEOs and companies, Spanish companies, will be really interesting to open a new markets, and Egypt could be one of them. Okay. Also, well, I believe also that we will exchange each other very great new opportunities, business opportunities. So, well, I just say thank you to all, and thank you very much.
My dear colleagues, thank you very, very much for being here and again for supporting us, and I congratulate you on the opening of the Egypt chapter of the CEO Club, and I congratulate you on finalizing and putting together in the past 5 days our international board, and I think just by having that international board, the CEO clubs, will really transform into what we all aspire for it to be.
ومعانا مستر عدنان إدريس CEO club member في مصر. ازي حضرتك؟
أهلا، زي حضرتك.
Like I would like to know how being a member in CEO club in Egypt had benefited you.
Today was the launch of the CEO club in Egypt, Of course, it's a good opportunity for CEOs across the globe to network and PR with other companies to have fun, make money, and enjoy having business relations with people from abroad within the same club. So eventually it would help us, being in Egypt, it would help me attract investment in the country and make some good friends from around the globe.
Mr. Adnan, we would like to know what kind of investment are you doing in Egypt?
I'm there, and our investment is in the food sector in Egypt for the past 25 years. We've got a food company called Mongenis. It's a cake and a bakery product manufacturing unit. We've got about 70 outlets in Cairo and the Delta region. It was a tough ride in the past, but it emerged out to become a successful company, and we are employing more than about 2,000 people, and it's fun to do business in Egypt. It's enjoyable, it's challenging, yet it gives its worth back.
Okay, I can see like the number 20 has become something new. 20 years, 20,000 employees. 2,000. Okay, and how like if you would like to give in like recommendations for Egypt to take from India, what would it be to benefit the investment here in Egypt?
Egypt and India, the cultures are there is a lot of similarity in the cultures between India and Egypt. What we should learn in Egypt from India is that, I'll shift to Arabic a bit, الشركات المتوسطة والصغيرة، يعني حاجات الهند ده موجود في صناعة الورش، ليها كيان بذاتها. احنا هنا لو اتعلمنا من الهند ازاي نقدر ننمي مهاراتنا في الورش الصغيرة والشركات المتوسطة والصغيرة، ننميها، نديها حوافز عشان تفتح المجالات والنشاطات في الحاجات دي، ده هينشط الاقتصاد المصري عموما على ككل. Instead of recognizing and just going into the big companies, address the small companies, give them more support by the government, give them more facilities, so that would emerge out to become, Egypt will emerge out having a stronger economy. And we wish all the best for Egypt. وتحيا مصر.
شكرا جدا أستاذ عدنان.
Thank you very much.
We have finished our second and last day in CEO clubs in Egypt. Hope all of you have enjoyed it. See you in the next episodes with كاميرا العقارية.